The pressure was a physical weight, crushing the hull of my mini-sub. I was alone, lost in the abyss of an alien ocean, surrounded by bioluminescent horrors. Then, from the inky blackness, they emerged. 6, maybe 7 figures, moving with an impossible grace, their forms glowing with patterns I'd never seen, their eyes burning with an otherworldly light. They were the mermaids of the depths, living legends of the uncharted oceans. And in that moment, even facing my own demise, I felt an undeniable, dangerous pull towards their serene, powerful beauty. My name is Kalen Vance, marine biologist. My life was a solitary pursuit of the unseen, the undiscovered, the mysteries hidden beneath the waves of alien worlds. My current mission, a solo research dive into the uncharted depths of Kepler 186 FS primary ocean, a world shrouded in perpetual twilight, its surface perpetually stormy, its abyss rumored to hold life unlike anything known to stellar cartography. My mini-sub, the Nautilus 7, was my sanctuary, a fragile bubble of light and life against the crushing, silent dark. The descent was a slow, agonizing crawl through increasing pressure, the Nautilus 7's hull groaning in protest, its internal systems screaming warnings. Bioluminescent flora drifted past my viewports, ghostly forests of shimmering blue and green, their alien forms both beautiful and unsettling. Strange, unseen creatures brushed against the hull, their massive forms indicated only by the deep, thrumming vibrations that resonated through the sub. I was alone, lost in the abyss, surrounded by wonders and terrors I could barely comprehend. Then, the alarms shrieked. A critical system failure. The pressure seals on the forward viewport were compromised. A hairline fracture, spreading rapidly. Water began to seep in, a cold, insidious trickle against the warmth of the cabin. My internal monologue, usually a fortress of calm, scientific assessment, was a frantic scramble for survival. Seal it. Override the pumps. Get to the surface. Now. But the systems were unresponsive. The pressure was a physical weight, crushing the hull, a silent, implacable force that threatened to turn my mini-sub into a crumpled tin can. The trickle became a stream, then a torrent. The cabin lights flickered, dying one by one, plunging me into near-total darkness, broken only by the shimmering, ghostly glow of the alien flora outside. I was dying, alone, in the deepest, darkest reaches of an alien ocean. My breath hitched, a strangled gasp against the rising water. The void promised silence, and it was about to claim me. Then, from the inky blackness, they emerged. Not one, not two, 6, maybe 7 figures, moving with an impossible grace, their forms glowing with patterns I'd never seen, their eyes burning with an otherworldly light. They were living legends, whispered about in hushed tones by deep space explorers, dismissed as myths by the scientific community. The mermaids of the depths, living legends of the uncharted oceans. They were exquisitely beautiful, distinctly human-like, but with unsettling, yet alluring, functional cosmetic adaptations to deep-sea, anomalous environments. Their skin possessed faint, glowing diagnostic readouts or line patterns that pulsed and shifted with their movements, mimicking deep-sea creatures and providing ambient light in the dark. It was like watching living constellations, their forms a symphony of shifting light against the absolute blackness. Their eyes were mesmerizing, enlarged, deep, luminous pupils, optimized for extreme low-light conditions or perceiving unique light spectrums, glowing with an internal, otherworldly light that pierced the gloom. Fine, web-like dermal membranes, almost invisible, stretched between their fingers and toes, allowing for enhanced propulsion and stability, making their movements impossibly fluid, an aquatic ballet. And their sleek, form-fitting hydrosuits, made of a shimmering, adaptive material, acted as a second skin, enhancing their speed, streamlining their forms, displaying internal vitals, and often mimicking natural marine life patterns, subtle scales, faint fin-like contours on their forearms and calves. They moved with a serene yet powerful grace, communicating silently, their forms a blur of controlled motion, exhibiting fearless control in crushing depths, and possessing an almost symbiotic connection to the aquatic environment. Their allure was immediate and overwhelming. Their graceful movement, their fearless exploration of the unknown, their quiet communication, and the mesmerizing beauty of their fusion with the aquatic environment. My internal monologue, stripped bare of pretense, was filled with a desperate awe. They're real. They're here. And they're saving me. One of them, her bioluminescent skin patterns pulsing with a steady, calming rhythm, her luminous eyes fixed on my rapidly flooding mini-sub, extended a hand. Her hydrosuit, shimmering with faint blue, seemed to absorb the ambient light, making her almost invisible against the blackness, save for the glowing patterns on her skin. Her voice, when it came, was a melodic hum that resonated directly in my mind, bypassing my comms, bypassing my ears, speaking directly to my consciousness. "Intruder," she projected, her tone calm, utterly devoid of surprise. "Your vessel fails. We will assist." My plasma cutter, still clutched in my trembling hand, felt like a child's toy against their profound, unsettling presence. My initial terror had devolved into pure, unadulterated awe. They weren't just physically present. They were the environment. They were the shadows, the silence, the cold. And I was utterly alone, trapped in a nightmare where the enemy didn't just hide. It was the very fabric of my reality, and it was toying with me, savoring my fear. The descent into terror had truly begun. But now, there was hope. A terrifying, beautiful hope. The mermaids of the depths moved with impossible speed, their forms a blur of light and shadow, their web-like membranes propelling them through the crushing depths with effortless grace. They surrounded my mini-sub, their movements synchronized, a silent ballet of precision and efficiency. Two of them, their hydrosuits shimmering with faint red, their eyes glowing with intense, focused light, worked on the compromised viewport, their fine, retractable manipulation tools, almost invisible, extending from their gauntlets, sealing the fracture with a shimmering, organic sealant that seemed to materialize from their forms. My sub, once a coffin, was now a fragile bubble of light, surrounded by the luminous grace of the mermaids. And in that moment, even facing my own demise, I felt an undeniable, dangerous pull towards their serene, powerful beauty. My fate was now in their impossibly capable hands. The interior of the massive, ancient underwater ruin was a symphony of silence and shimmering light. My Nautilus 7, a battered, patched-up shell, was tethered to a colossal, bioluminescent structure, its hull groaning softly under the immense pressure. I was no longer alone, no longer lost. I was a guest, a bewildered observer in the world of the mermaids of the depths. My internal monologue, a relentless analytical machine, was now a constant stream of awe and desperate learning. They are not just surviving. They are thriving. And they are beautiful. The mermaids, their bioluminescent skin patterns pulsing and shifting with their movements, mimicked deep-sea creatures, providing ambient light in the profound darkness. Their eyes, with advanced sonar/thermal vision integrated as glowing ocular implants, allowed them to navigate and perceive hidden dangers with unnerving precision. Their fine, web-like dermal membranes between fingers and toes provided enhanced propulsion and stability, making their movements impossibly fluid, an aquatic ballet. Their sleek, form-fitting hydrosuits, acting as a second skin, enhanced their speed, streamlined their forms, displayed internal vitals, and often mimicked natural marine life patterns, subtle scales, faint fin-like contours on their forearms and calves. They moved with a serene yet powerful grace, communicating silently through subtle shifts in their bioluminescent patterns, through complex, interwoven hums that resonated directly in my mind, and through precise, almost dance-like movements. They were fearless, incredibly agile in crushing depths, brilliant at deciphering ancient tech, and operated with a fluid, almost dance-like grace. Their allure was immediate and overwhelming. Their graceful movement, their fearless exploration of the unknown, their quiet communication, and the mesmerizing beauty of their fusion with the aquatic environment. The lead mermaid, whom I'd mentally designated Anya, her bioluminescent skin patterns pulsing with a steady, calming rhythm, her luminous eyes fixed on me, projected a thought impression into my mind. You are safe, Seeker. For now, you are in the heart of the abyss, our sanctuary. Her voice, a melodic hum, was calm, precise, utterly devoid of emotion, yet imbued with a chilling intellectual prowess. Another mermaid, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint blue, her movements a blur of fluid grace, Lyra, drifted to Anya's side. Her web-like dermal membranes, almost invisible, seemed to ripple with contained energy. She carried a small, intricately carved device, its surface glowing with a soft, internal light. She was the primary scout, her senses attuned to the subtle shifts in the deep. A third, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint red, her movements precise and deliberate, Seraphina, maintained a perimeter, her sonar/thermal vision scanning the vast, dark cavern, detecting any unseen threats. Her bioluminescent patterns pulsed faintly, reacting to the ambient energy. She was the guardian, her presence a silent promise of protection. There were two others, Nyx, a tech specialist whose hydrosuit shimmered with faint violet, her hands manipulating complex holographic displays of ancient alien data, and Kira, a combat specialist whose enhanced muscle contours rippled beneath her suit, hinting at immense power. They were the Oceanid Sentinels, a perfectly optimized aquatic unit. I was an observer, a temporary member of their expedition. My knowledge of human marine biology, of conventional subsystems, was rudimentary compared to their profound understanding of this alien ocean. But I could still contribute. My mini-sub's damaged databanks, though corrupted, might hold fragments of the mysterious signal that had drawn me here. I worked with Nyx, my hands moving with newfound precision, my mind racing with new insights. We salvaged the Nautilus 7's data core, a painstaking process of bypassing corrupted firewalls, extracting fragmented data packets. Nyx's fine, retractable manipulation tools, built into her gauntlets, extended and retracted with silent clicks, allowing for delicate work with the damaged components. Her luminous eyes, with their advanced multi-spectrum medical scanners, seemed to see into the very structure of the data itself. The signal, it is ancient, Nyx projected, her voice a melodic hum, devoid of emotion, yet imbued with a chilling intellectual prowess. A distress call from a lost civilization, trapped within a gravitic anomaly, deeper in the abyss. My internal monologue, a mix of scientific fascination and ethical unease, processed her words. A trapped civilization. A gravitic anomaly. This isn't just salvage. This is a rescue mission. Or a tomb. The mermaids communicated silently, their bioluminescent patterns shifting, their forms moving in a complex, interwoven dance. They were discussing the implications of the signal, the risks of venturing deeper, the ancient protocols of their guardianship. Their quiet communication, their seamless teamwork, was utterly captivating. Anya's luminous eyes, fixed on me, held a flicker of something akin to curiosity. You are drawn to the unknown, Seeker, to the lost, to the mysteries of the deep. This is your purpose. My initial awe had transformed into a profound sense of purpose. I was no longer just a marine biologist. I was an unlikely ally, caught in a high-stakes quest for ancient knowledge and the fate of a lost civilization. The dangerous allure of the mermaids of the depths, their serene grace, their quiet power, was now a shared purpose, drawing me deeper into their deadly orbit. The uncharted depths of Kepler 186 FS primary ocean became a canvas for the mermaids' silent ballet, a world of crushing pressure and shimmering bioluminescence. My Nautilus 7, now fully repaired and integrated with their advanced systems, hummed softly, a fragile bubble of light in the inky blackness. My internal monologue, a relentless analytical machine, was a constant stream of awe and desperate learning. They are not just exploring. They are becoming one with the abyss. And they are beautiful. We ventured deeper, following the faint echoes of the ancient distress signal. The environment grew more extreme. The pressure intensified, a physical weight that threatened to crush even the Nautilus 7's reinforced hull. Bioluminescent flora grew denser, forming vast, shimmering forests of impossible beauty, their alien forms pulsing with strange, unsettling rhythms. And the marine life, it was unlike anything I had ever seen. Colossal, silent predators, their forms cloaked in bioluminescent camouflage, their massive jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth, drifted past our viewports, hunting by vibration. The mermaids, their bioluminescent skin patterns pulsing and shifting with their movements, mimicked deep-sea creatures, providing ambient light in the profound darkness. Their eyes, with advanced sonar/thermal vision integrated as glowing ocular implants, allowed them to navigate and perceive hidden dangers with unnerving precision. Their fine, web-like dermal membranes between fingers and toes provided enhanced propulsion and stability, making their movements impossibly fluid, an aquatic ballet. Their sleek, form-fitting hydrosuits, acting as a second skin, enhanced their speed, streamlined their forms, displayed internal vitals, and often mimicked natural marine life patterns, subtle scales, faint fin-like contours on their forearms and calves. They moved with a serene yet powerful grace, communicating silently through subtle shifts in their bioluminescent patterns, through complex, interwoven hums that resonated directly in my mind, and through precise, almost dance-like movements. They were fearless, incredibly agile in crushing depths, brilliant at deciphering ancient tech, and operated with a fluid, almost dance-like grace. Their allure was immediate and overwhelming. Their graceful movement, their fearless exploration of the unknown, their quiet communication, and the mesmerizing beauty of their fusion with the aquatic environment. Anya, the lead mermaid, her bioluminescent skin patterns pulsing with a steady, calming rhythm, her luminous eyes fixed on a distant, shimmering structure, projected a thought impression into my mind. The source, the anomaly. It is the vessel, an ancient ark, trapped within a gravitic distortion. My blood ran cold. An ark, a lost civilization, trapped for eons in the heart of the abyss. Lyra, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint blue, her movements a blur of fluid grace, drifted ahead, her web-like dermal membranes propelling her through the crushing depths with effortless ease. She was scouting the perimeter of the gravitic distortion, her sonar/thermal vision detecting subtle shifts in the anomaly's energy field. Seraphina, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint red, her movements precise and deliberate, maintained a defensive perimeter, her sonar/thermal vision scanning the vast, dark expanse, detecting any unseen threats. Her bioluminescent patterns pulsed faintly, reacting to the ambient energy. Nyx, the tech specialist, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint violet, her hands manipulating complex holographic displays of the ark's structural integrity. The gravitic distortion, it is unstable. It pulses with chaotic energy. It could collapse. Kira, the combat specialist, her hydrosuit shimmering with faint green, her enhanced muscle contours rippling beneath her suit, remained poised, her movements silent, ready for any threat. My human knowledge, my understanding of gravitic fields, of ancient propulsion systems, suddenly became crucial. If we can stabilize the distortion, I projected, my mental voice sharp with apprehension. If we can find its anchor points, we might be able to open a temporary window, a path to the ark. Anya's luminous eyes, fixed on me, held a flicker of something akin to hope. Can you guide such an operation, Seeker? Can you bridge the gap between our understanding and your technology? I can try, I replied, a grim determination in my voice. My heart hammered, not from fear, but from the intoxicating thrill of discovering something ancient, of fighting alongside these mesmerizing women who embodied the spirit of the abyss itself. The plan was daring, simple, and utterly dependent on my ability to understand the gravitic distortion, to find its weaknesses, to force a temporary pathway. Lyra would act as my guide, her profound connection to the abyss allowing her to sense the precise energy currents we needed to manipulate. Seraphina would protect our approach, forming shimmering shields against the colossal predators that lurked in the darkness. Anya would coordinate the larger effort, her serene power stabilizing the affected energy currents within the anomaly. Nyx would work on the Ark's ancient systems, attempting to establish a temporary power link. Kira would provide security, her enhanced strength a formidable defense. We moved, a small, resolute unit, through the crushing depths, towards the heart of the gravitic distortion. The air was thick with tension, with the discordant hum of the anomaly's unstable energy. The occasional rumble from above signaled the presence of colossal, unseen marine life. The distortion, it pulses with a chaotic rhythm, Lyra projected, her voice strained, her hydrosuit shimmering as she navigated through a maze of shimmering energy fields. Her luminous eyes narrowed, sensing the immense power being drawn from the abyss. The closest anchor point is here. She pointed to a shimmering wall of raw gravitic energy, faintly pulsating. We reached the target. A colossal, ancient alien ark, its hull scarred by eons of cosmic radiation, was suspended within the gravitic distortion, its form shimmering, twisting, caught in a terrifying dance between existence and non-existence. Its ancient systems were dark, dead, but the distress signal, though faint, still pulsed from its core. My internal monologue was a quick calculation of risk and reward. One shot, one chance. Kalen Vance. Anya's voice resonated, serene yet firm. The abyss extends its trust to you. Be its conduit. Be its key. I raised my hands, palms open, focusing my entire being. Lyra placed her hands on my shoulders, her touch light, yet a powerful conduit. Her hydrosuit shimmered, its light-reflecting patterns dancing with heightened concentration. Her web-like dermal membranes pulsed with a fierce, internal glow. I felt the raw, untamed energy of the gravitic distortion surge towards me, flowing through Lyra, through my hands, through my very being. It was overwhelming, intoxicating, a torrent of pure, unrefined cosmic power. My skin shimmered with iridescent light, reflecting the abyss's vibrant hues. My eyes, too, began to glow, pools of shifting blue and violet. I directed the surge, focusing its immense power into a concentrated burst, aiming for the gravitic anchor point. The energy coalesced in my hands, a blinding, shimmering ball of pure gravitic light. With a roar that tore through the very fabric of the abyss, I unleashed the torrent. The beam of pure, chaotic gravitic energy slammed into the anchor point. The distortion shrieked, overloaded, then convulsed. The ark shuddered, its ancient hull groaning under the immense, uncontained energy. Alarms blared, red lights flashing within its dark interior. The gravitic distortion rippled, then slowly, agonizingly, began to part, revealing a temporary pathway to the ark's main airlock. The colossal predators, sensing the sudden shift in energy, scattered, their massive forms disappearing into the inky blackness. The abyss, wounded but defiant, began to mend itself, its vast, dark expanse shifting with renewed intensity. My body trembled, drained, but filled with a profound sense of purpose. I had fought for them, for the Ark. I had used its power, not for profit, but for rescue. My transformation was complete. The marine biologist was gone. The Guardian had emerged. Anya approached me, her luminous eyes, filled with the abyss's deepest colors, now held a profound gratitude. You have honored the deep. Kalen Thorne, she said, her voice a soft, melodic hum. You have become its champion. Lyra embraced me, a silent, joyful connection, her hydrosuit shimmering, her web-like dermal membranes flowing around me like strands of pure energy. Seraphina nodded, her hydrosuit shimmering, a silent acknowledgement of my acceptance. Nyx and Kira, their forms still shimmering with residual energy, stood guard, their presence a silent promise of future battles. The threat had been repelled, for now. The Ark, the ancient alien vessel, was accessible. But the taste of this profound, symbiotic connection, the exhilarating power of becoming one with the very fabric of the ocean, had changed me forever. My internal conflict between old loyalties and the appeal of lost fortune had ended. I had found a deeper, more profound freedom and sacred duty, intertwined with the mesmerizing power of a living abyss. And the captivating power of these women, the living embodiment of Kepler 186 FS spirit, had claimed my soul, forever binding me to its stark beauty and its ancient, sacred purpose. The interior of the ancient Ark, once shrouded in the gravitic distortion, now lay before us, a vast, silent testament to a forgotten civilization. My Nautilus 7, now fully integrated with the Mermaid's advanced systems, hummed softly, a fragile bubble of light in the profound darkness. My internal monologue, no longer a frantic scramble for survival, settled into a profound contemplation, absorbing the intricate dance of human and alien, the terrifying beauty of their perfected adaptation. My body, though weary, vibrated with a newfound energy, a subtle resonance that mirrored their own. My skin, once ordinary, now possessed faint, glowing diagnostic readouts or line patterns that pulsed subtly with my own vitals, visible only to my newly enhanced vision. My eyes, once dull human gray, now held advanced sonar/thermal vision as pupils, allowing me to see cellular decay, pathogen spread, and physiological integrity with impossible clarity. My hands, once standard, now felt a subtle hum, a phantom shimmer, an echo of the nanite delivery systems I had witnessed. I was no longer merely Kalen Vance, the marine biologist. I was something more, something intrinsically linked to the Oceanid Sentinels, to their guardianship of the abyss. The Oceanid Sentinels stood before me, their forms radiating a renewed power, their serene competence now etched with a subtle, shared understanding. Anya, Lyra, Seraphina, Nyx, and Kira. Their hydrosuits, sleek and form-fitting, concealed their faces, but I could feel the intensity of their gaze, their glowing ocular implants now holding a new light. Not cold detachment, not just gratitude, something akin to acceptance. The Ark is accessible, Anya projected, her voice calm and precise, yet now imbued with a subtle warmth. Its ancient power is dormant. For now. And you, Kalen Vance, Lyra chimed, her hydrosuit shimmering, have become a part of our collective. A new sentinel, a bridge between your world and the deep. My own internal monologue was a vast, silent ocean, capable of comprehending concepts that once defied logic. I could feel their collective consciousness, a profound, ancient sentience that encompassed their shared experiences, flowing through me, part of me. I perceived the constant flux of the Ark's energy, the subtle shifts in its ancient systems, the distant echoes of its primordial past, its terrifying potential. The graceful movement of their deep-sea exploration, their fearless control, their quiet communication, once a fascination, was now a lived reality, a constant presence in my being. The Oceanid Sentinels did not give me orders. They simply were. Their existence was their guardianship, their study of the abyss. And now, my existence was interwoven with theirs, with the Ark. I had become a part of their team, bound to a new kind of duty. What is my purpose now? I projected, the thought forming not from desire, but from a profound sense of inevitability. Anya stepped closer, her hydrosuit shimmering, her glowing ocular implants holding a profound knowing, a silent acknowledgement of the transformation I had undergone. To observe, to analyze, to understand, to be the human element in our guardianship, and to be our voice when the need arises. Her words, calm and precise, yet imbued with a subtle, shared purpose, resonated with the profound understanding of my transformation. I was the bridge, the one who could still comprehend both the raw, human wonder of discovery, and the terrifying, beautiful potential of profound adaptation. My old life, my human memories, were not erased. They were integrated, becoming part of their collective knowledge, a unique perspective within their boundless consciousness. I remembered the hum of my mini-sub, the thrill of a new species, the quiet satisfaction of a successful dive. But these memories held a new context, a new depth, part of the larger tapestry of their shared existence. The days stretched into a seamless flow. I worked with the Oceanid Sentinels, my hands moving with newfound precision, my mind racing with new insights. We explored the Ark, deciphered its ancient records, pushed the boundaries of human understanding. We became a singular entity, a living testament to exploration and the pursuit of knowledge, our combined consciousness delving deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos. I learned to perceive the subtle shifts in the Ark's systems, the faintest whispers of its ancient power, the slow, inexorable march of cosmic evolution. The concept of free will now seemed like a quaint, charming illusion, a comforting narrative humans told themselves to navigate a predetermined existence. I had chosen my path, or rather, my path had chosen me, and I had accepted it, surrendered to it. And in that surrender, I found a strange, chilling peace. The allure of these women, the Oceanid Sentinels, had been profound. Their graceful movements, their fearless exploration, their quiet communication, it had drawn me in, consumed me, transformed me. And now, I was part of their allure, a new facet of their serene, powerful beauty. My skin possessed the glowing diagnostic readouts. My eyes glowed with sonar/thermal vision. My body held web-like dermal membranes. The abyss had promised silence. But now, it sang a different song, a song of discovery, and I was a part of it. The episode concluded. The immediate threat was averted, the Ark's secrets unveiled. And I, Kalen Vance, was no longer just a marine biologist, but a new aspect of their terrifying beauty, a living bridge between the human and the unknown. My existence was a testament to the enduring power of adaptation, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the profound, transformative bond forged in the crushing embrace of the cosmos. I was an abyss adorned, forever, and the chilling beauty of that unknown, that eternal mystery, was my enduring legacy.